So you got a bunch of ink bottles or samples you're excited to swatch and try out. What you need is a dip pen. Here are 4 popular options, plus an odd one you might be able to get your hands on soon. First we have Pilot's Iro-utsushi. It's essentially Pilot's steel fountain pen nib on a stick. In fact, you can swap it with a Kakimori nib, they're exactly the same. Well, except for that adorable smile. Iro-utsushi comes only in fine and medium. Since it's just a nib, it doesn't hold much ink. It's enough to jot down the name of the ink you're testing plus a few lines, but that's about it. On the plus side, it is the easiest one to clean. Next we have Sailor's Hocoro pens. They're more intentionally designed dip pens and I would say superior to Pilot's in every way. The Hokuro comes with several nib options, including stubs and my favorite, this fude nib, which is similar to Sailor's Fude de Mannen fountain pen nib. The newest addition to the Hokuro lineup is this nylon brush tip. It's fairly stiff and easier to control than a soft natural brush, though it still takes some time getting used to. I'm still working on it myself. Hokuro nibs are easy to swap and you can purchase additional nibs later. The 2mm stub and fude nibs come with feeds that hold a good amount of ink, letting you write a full page on a single dip. You can also flip the nib unit and attach it nib down, which is handy if you want to store it in a pen case. Another nice little feature is this flat side of the pen, which keeps it from rolling off your desk. Now let's look at Kakimori's metal nibs, available in steel and brass. Just like glass pens, these nibs have grooves that act like ink channels, allowing you to write several lines on a single dip. Even though they're metal nibs, you get these tapered, almost brush-like strokes, which get even broader at lower angles. They're quite fun to write with, I think. Kakimori's dip nibs are compatible with most nib holders. The one I'm using here is from Garage Woodworking, but you can also get a simple Tachikawa holder for under $10 US. Then we have traditional glass nibs. Japan has been in the midst of a glass nib craze for the last 5 years or so. Top tier brands like Hase and Toos are nearly impossible to buy, even if you live here and attend all the stationery shows. However, some brands are more accessible, both in Japan and overseas. One example is Tokyo-based glass studio Clarto, which has an online store offering international shipping. I'll include a link in the description below. Clarto's glass pens are also available through a US retailer called Psycho. Glass pens are as much art as they are writing tools, which might explain their popularity. They're typically made from borosilicate glass, so they can handle some level of abuse, but you definitely don't want to drop one. Cleaning a glass pen can be a bit tricky, especially if you use pigmented or shimmering ink. Some people recommend using a soft toothbrush for this. Finally, we have this unusual tool called an Ink Mascara. As you dip it, ink gets trapped in these coils, allowing you to create super broad lines, perfect for ink swatching. At the moment, ink mascaras are only available in Japan, but the creator Mart has mentioned plans to attend international pen shows soon. For more details on how to order, check out mart.jp on Instagram. So those are some popular dip nib options. Let me know which one's your favorite, and if you would like to see more content like this, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.